Hi there and welcome back. In the last video, I've introduced you to wizards and transient models, something which will allow us to derive input from our user so that new records can be inserted into the guest bill. In this episode, we are going to start a new chapter in our Voodoo training and tutorial. We are going to start discussing how to create reports and PDF files. Uh, our intention is to include a print button here such that we can send a PDF copy of a guest bill to the printer that we can use for various purposes like sending it to the guest himself or whatever or filing purposes. So I will introduce a new library that is used for printing reports in Odoo. It's actually a templating engine. It's called QWeb. Okay. What is QWeb? This is a primary templating engine in Odoo that is used to build PDF reports. It's like a templating engine in HTML like Mustache or Jinja 2, okay, where we can introduce tags that will enhance the output so that it can be used to generate reports or PDF files. Okay, what are the core characteristics of QWeb? It's rendered in the server side because it's an XML and it's later transferred as an HTML to your client's browser, so it's very light for the client. And logic in XML, which means that you can perform programming logic inside the XML itself, like modern JavaScript platforms, where you don't have to create a separate Python file or a separate JavaScript file in order to do your logic. It's secure, no? It's immune to cross-site scripting or XSS attacks, no? And it has a very important feature. It's called template inheritance. Through this, you can inherit an existing layout that you want repeated in all your other reports. An example is a standard header, which may contain our company name, our address, maybe our logo. We can use it as a common template and inherit it to all our other reports so that our reports will have a uniform header. Okay. So how does it work? You can use the rather the QWeb tags inside the standard XML tags. Like in this case, we have atout tag inside the span tag. Okay. What are the common uses aside from PDF reports? You can use this to enhance your list views. You can also use this to enhance your web pages. Okay. So what are the new QWeb tags? No, they are classified according to data output, conditionals, loops, and dynamic attributes. Okay, so very useful tags. No, the most common tag is thetout tag. It is used to send an output to your PDF or your HTML uh, file. No, an example is here. No, span tout record name. Now, record is a model, name is a field, or you can also use tout to display an ordinary label, although you don't need tout for that anymore. Actually, you can just use the ordinary span or the ordinary paragraph tag, but in this case we use tout to display an output from a field in a model. Now another version of tout is called tfield. Okay, it's like tout, but it adopts, no, the format that is indicated in your Odoo model. Like for example, if you are going to display a total amount in digits 2 format, you declare the digits 2 format in your Python model, and in the T field, that format will be used in displaying the record amount total. Now we can perform some logic. Okay, control the visibility of components of your XML by using Python-like if, elif, and else statements. For example, this div can be controlled by using a tf, okay, if followed by a condition, okay, and followed by a class. This is only displayed if the condition is satisfied. Now we can also have a telif to follow, no, to follow a tf. So this is a continuous logic, no, elif with another condition. which will also control the visibility of this. This will only be visible if the condition is satisfied. And the final branch of our condition, which is TLs. No? It's like a TLs statement also in Python. No? TLF is also in Python. So if you can specify conditions, you can also specify loops and iteration. You have T for each. T for each is like the for each loop in Python. We can use this to display records, no, repeatedly in a table. We can also display contents, or rather lines, in a unordered list like this. No? So T for each line, record that line IDS. Record is a model, and line IDS is a tag. Okay, so we can uh, display all line IDS, no, all records, no, all records of a given model using a uh, for each tag. No? TAS identifies it as a line, no, as a line in an unordered list. Okay. Now, a very important component also is the dynamic attributes. If you want to use variables inside your XML files, no, you don't have to create a separate JavaScript file. You can declare a variable uh, there. By the way, it's logic and scoping. You can declare a variable like tset, okay, and t value. We are setting a variable called tax rate to a value called to a formula based on a model and its corresponding fields. Okay, they are called logic and scoping. No, these are variables that are set inside your XML file. So the previous classification is called dynamic attributes. These are attributes that you use as a substitute to the standard source and links in your HTML pages. No? Like for example, we can attach an image by using tatt-source. So tatt is a standard tag followed by the name if it's either a link or a source. No? So this is a source to an image. No? tattf name. Okay. The good thing about this is you can specify a particular uh, attribute. Okay, like for example, a particular class. No, so tattf class, the class will be a card. Okay, if okay the record is of VIP type, or VIP is true. Okay, so that's a single format for a particular class. No, so tatt is a more flexible version of attf, because tattf only specifies a particular class. No, tatt can be used to accept multiple attributes like classes, no, a record ID. No, in this case, we are specifying two attributes. Okay, a class and a data ID. No, a variable. Okay, which is used in the in the XML file. Okay, a very important uh, tag is the tcall tag. It's an inheritance tag. It allows us to uh, inherit other reports or other layouts. Okay, so that we don't have to repeat uniform layouts. Like for example, a uniform header that will include your company name, your logo, your address, or maybe your telephone number, and also a standard page number and a total page number which you want included in your header. You can create a layout like in this case. No, you can use a layout and call it, okay, at the beginning of your report using tcall. Okay, so this is a very important tag. It is used to reuse standard components in reports. Now our objective in this case is to create a print button here. Okay, we will create a header, a standard layout, and then we will print the contents of the bill into a PDF file. That will be the next topic in our next episode. Okay, thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one.